je dois le faire la vidéo, ce que vous êtes en train de faire avec madame. Non, mais non, moi, après, je vais faire la vidéo. Et s'il y a quelque chose qui se passe avec toi, non.
Bon, monsieur, on est là, nous, on n'est pas là contre vous.
Non, mais regarde ce que vous êtes en train de faire.
Non, c'est bon, regardez, votre femme, elle est là.
Vous les laissez, non, vous les laissez. Non, vous les forcez pas, vous les forcez pas. Non,
on n'a pas le choix, monsieur.
Vous les forcez pas,
Faites appel à votre avocat demain.
Non. Monsieur, vous les forcez pas, vous les forcez pas, vous les baissez, non.
La tête de ma mère, vous dégagez.
C'est pas une bonne idée.
Pourquoi vous êtes en train de faire ça? Est-ce que c'est parce qu'elle souffre? Oh non.
Ça va être vite. Écoute-moi. Ça va être au jugement si ça se passe mal. Laisse-toi dans la tête. Tu veux qu'ils reviennent ou pas? Demande-leur qu'ils viennent.
Mais vous n'allez pas forcer mes enfants à quitter ici. Vous n'allez pas le faire. Ils n'ont pas envie de partir.
Mais bien sûr qu'ils n'ont pas envie de partir.
C'est normal.
Je te dis, pour le tribunal, ça ne marchera pas.
Ils n'ont pas envie de partir.
C'est normal qu'ils n'aient pas envie de partir, monsieur.
C'est quoi son prénom?
Trinity.
C'est...
Monsieur, il faut qu'elle vienne. Et c'est mieux qu'elle vienne avec nous.
Mais écoute,
De toute façon,
s'il y a quelque chose, je suis là. Vous n'allez pas forcer les enfants. Là, vous êtes dit c'est pour protéger les enfants, mais regarde.
Je suis d'accord. C'est ta mère. Ils ne reviendront pas en arrière, tout ça.
mais on peut pas.
Mets-toi ça dans la tête, ils ne vont pas revenir en arrière. Ils ont leur putain de papier, ils vont le
Mais
faire.
moi, je vous ai dit, je suis là. Laissez les enfants avec moi. S'il y a quelque chose.
Demande-lui de venir, calmement.
Venez comment?
Tu lui dis.
Elle n'a pas envie.
Mais
C'est normal que
si
les
tu veux
enfants
pas.
n'aient pas envie. Vous les rassurez.
Ils ne reviendront pas aussi, non.
Plutôt
Si
leur
c'est la merde, ils ne
rassurer,
reviendront pas.
leur expliquer.
C'est pas la merde, c'est parce que les enfants, ils n'ont pas envie. Et si vous allez respecter la choix des enfants, il faut les laisser.
Le juge a donné une décision, on est obligé de l'appliquer. Ça fait 1 heure qu'on vous l'explique.
Nous, ça nous fait pas plaisir.
Ça nous fait pas plaisir, nous.
Mais regarde, ils n'ont pas envie.
Malheureusement, ce soir, on leur demande pas leur avis.
Comment ils vont quitter? Ils vont sortir à la maison. Aller vivre avec quelqu'un qui ne se connaît pas.
C'est une décision qui peut, pour laquelle vous pouvez faire appel, monsieur.
Hello viewers, I want to say a big thank you to my returning subscribers. Thanks for returning back here always. And if this is your first time coming across this video, you are watching Miss Continental YouTube channel. And I would also like to use this opportunity to encourage you to support us by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, to fully subscribe to this channel. And also remember to turn on the notification bell as well, for that's how you know once we upload new videos. Like, comment and share our videos with friends and families, for those are amazing ways to support this YouTube channel. So guys, we are going to be talking about the video that you just watched. I know this happened a while ago, about a week or so, and it has since gone viral, but you know, I decided to choose this moment to talk about it. So that's the scene of an apprehension. As you can see, the police trying to forcefully remove the children from the home, and I believe the family, the Nigerian family, I mean the parents are immigrants from Africa, Nigeria, and the children were born there in France. You can see they are speaking French. So for those of us, for those of you who understand French, I'm sure you'll be able to translate in the comment section what they are talking about. But it's obvious that apprehension is going on there. So it's so touching, yeah, really, really touching. But just before we go into the video, let me quickly give Canadians, I mean the Canadian government, kudos. You know what? If you haven't seen things happen around you, you will not learn to appreciate. I know sometimes for those of us in Canada, we have one or two things to complain about, right? But when you see other countries, especially in the Europe, I mean, you take a deep breath and say, thank God, oh, I beg, oh, this will not happen for you. Oh. So, and for those who are social workers or particularly who have worked in the child protection capacity, you will know that apprehension doesn't take place like that in Canada. Especially in Ontario, like, we have a Child and Family Services Act that guide those protocols, those steps. It doesn't happen. It's so crude. So I see him and say, God, how do people there cope? How do they cope? This cannot happen. This is not. Things are not done this way. Please, I beg, France government, Muna take it easy. Even though we are immigrants, our country, it's so bad. But who does this? It doesn't happen like that here. Oh. There are steps. There are steps to follow, and again, you will see it coming. By the time the authorities decide to say, okay, it's time for apprehension, it's time to remove the children from home, you must have, in some ways, gone through all those denial steps and come to an acceptance. By the time it happens, by the time these things start happening, by the time they actually come out and say, I'm sorry guys, I'm very passionate, about this, especially when it's something that I know how it works. So by the time the authorities finally come to say, okay, the children are to be removed from the home, you must have come to that acceptance stage. You understand that, okay, if this is what you want to do, right? They don't just drag them like that. Even they are the drug addicts, the cocaine people, when they say they are number 6, they work again. They don't follow you drag again by the time it comes to that point of apprehension. Because all the steps, all the apprehension, everything, all those steps have been, if at some point they will even have to sign. They will even have to sign at some point. You understand? So they happen like that. They didn't go through, I can tell you, they didn't go through the normal step. If they have gone through those steps, this family, they're not going to even drag again, they're not going to even fit. You know what happened again? I have seen face to face, see me see you like this. Apprehension taking place. The family, at some point, they don't support. It's okay. We'll see what happens. We'll see in court. So now, so it did happen. I don't know whether most of these European countries, someone once said that they are glorified African countries. But, from what I saw on that video, I really kind of started to believe now. So anyways, that is that. I think the France government should learn from, North America, especially Canada, how apprehension take place. Not be like that, I beg. So that said, I want to come to the parents. Waiting now. Hey, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm sure there are more coming up. And as we all know, recently, the France government started giving out contraceptives to youths. Yes, and that's to tell you that the children, they don't too plenty. People now are now using children for commercial reasons. 6 children are waiting now. Because one, Guinea. Waiting they happen, waiting they sup now. Because of benefits. And the one you can't they pay me, but sometimes most of these children, the so-called benefit they are even getting, they know they spend that on the children. They know they spend that on the children. Wetin see children, wetin happen now? Wetin they saw? Wetin they play? We should know the eye where they tell they look us. These people, they don't want, for the fact that they are supporting you, they are not supporting you to just keep multiplying. They support you, make you for train good society. Because society starts from your room, from your house. Make you train these children to become responsible children, responsible adults that will contribute to the betterment of the society, of the country. Not being used to multiply. Now small, now that they chop something, small. When we say no go purge us. So people just keep having children, but before they even start having the children, they don't already calculate the benefits ahead. And we should also know these people, they give you with one hand, they take. When they are giving you money for this benefit, I bet my video previously, long time ago, I did something like that. They are also ready to take from you because they say who pays the piper, the state, the tune. Now then they pay, now then go still decide how you want to take care of those children. And when you don't do it, then they will come take their thing back because now then they train the children now. The money when they pay you, they can they buy your silence, they can they buy your power over the children. So don't think they be Father Christmas. Oh. You see how they came now there. You know, get with it. They will take those children. I'm sure at the end of the day, they succeeded in taking those children. And if you by mistake, the parents even do something bad, they can also criminalize you. They can also lay charges against you as well. While your children are in foster care or being taken away for adoption or this thing, they face the court, the criminal justice. They disempower you by paying for those children. That's what it is. So you need to be very careful. Those children are between the ages of 13 and 5. Between 13 and 5. 6 children. The 5 months old, I really feel bad for that baby that is still breastfeeding. They don't even show mercy. Say this one still they breastfeed because the 7 years old go school, go talk something. Yes. Okay, so before I proceed with the analysis, let me digress a bit. And I was thinking of doing a video on that, but something that I think I did the total decay matter also, which when I'm supposed to talk about, but that when school they start now, parents, please. The children have been home for like almost a year in some areas. I don't know the district where I live. Yeah, since March break, right? A lot of things they happen for house. The children, they were not visible in the community. And the authorities knew it. So now they are going back to school. A lot of disclosures are going to be taking place. Especially teachers. As you see those teachers, so they're ready. May una know, before they even start school, the teachers 2 weeks prior, they do series of meetings with authorities. Remember, the duty to report any parent like this. And even those reports can't even plenty more. Those ones when you don't already they grant since when the children don't get time to talk, they talk and come out. Kids' mental health were affected. Some were affected during the lockdown. They have to come to school to talk about it. There are some kids, they can't talk to their parents. They can't openly talk to their parents. They have to now come to school, now opportunity to talk about those things. So parents should be very, very alert as they just come back to school now. I think it's going to be 2 weeks now, the community where I live. Hey, if I tell you how many reports have been held there, how many cases to resolve, to settle, apprehensions as well. But again, in Canada, they do it, they follow steps. Like I said, by the time they fully come, say they want to remove that child, you don't already get to that acceptance stage. If you do much again, you yourself, you will know, say that is the last resort. And then you have to go do the proper things to get that child back if you are able. But in most cases, you should be able to reunite with the child if you do the right thing. So parents, please be very careful. This is when children go back to school. So children are disclosing so much. And even though they don't even disclose, they are picking when they have since March till now. That's a lot of time now to be traumatized by one thing or the other now. They must come to school one way or the other. Teachers are also trained. They must see those things projecting. So talk to your kids. Talk to them very, very well. Because this lockdown, it no help matters. So the teachers' eyes, they read. Authorities' eyes, they read. They are readily waiting to see any clue, anything that will cue them in to making reports. As you see this Francois family on in France, this Nigerian family in France. Now the 7 years old go school, go talk something. After this lockdown, now only God know waiting go talk for that side. Whether daddy and mommy they slap each other every morning when we wake up, or whether now so they go leave us, go house, go do work. Only God knows what this child said. And injustice for one is injustice for all. That's how it works in child protection laws. Since one child did there, there's already a danger to one child, then all the children will be affected. They are removing one child, they're not going to keep one. They have to take everybody, they have to take all of them with them. 6 children, 6 good children just gone into child protection. And I don't know whether all of them will come back, because as the day where they day now, they will give them room to talk very well. If people talk. Now waiting, the God land the parents now. Now be this. We don't know waiting the child go talk. Oh. But see how it's affecting everyone in the family now. You see? And I'm sure this like the classroom, because 6 children they don't do enough to make a classroom in a whole family. That one in itself already don't raise red flags, because I'm sure the school knows say this family there be classroom for us, there be I don't want to use any negative language here, because children there be good things. Now good thing for children, but sometimes we overdo. So the battalions, they are aware of the battalions that this family they raise. That in itself is a red flag. In Canada, you have 1, you have 2, you have 3. They consider it normal. Once you reach 4 and above, that in itself is a risk. In the risk assessment tool, 4 children on their own in a family, in one family, now risk again. So that one a strike, is score points. It can't go be 6. So the risk is even heightened by the quantity of the children in the family. Because how you take care of them? Because they use themselves, they put themselves in our shoes. Say, you both get 2 children, 3. Like the community where I live, you see, those people, those ones when they get 3 children, they know they go work again, because now full-time job for house for them. They know they born plenty. Even 2, the woman don't resign, don't they house there, because it's stressful for them. They will come take off daycare, the payment. Don't be like us when we say, well, they get free daycare sometimes. You know, so people they get better job. So when they think about what it will cost them in daycare and other things, they just make the woman just stay as many they take care of the children. Now you can't get 6. They'll be like, what the heck? How is she coping? So they don't know. Say we get that risk that we they persevere. We get that with the sabi they make a lot of sacrifices for children. They don't know. Say we belong. We get that spirit to contain, like we are long suffering. You understand what I mean, right? They don't know. Say we are very resilient people. They don't know. They don't know. Say they feel the sacrifice. Mama go there. Sometimes no go eat. Make children just eat. White Oyibo people. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be racist here. They don't get that. They don't get that long suffering. They know they want any situation when go interfere with their happiness, with their pleasure, with their comfort. So 2, 3 is just enough. So by the time it don't they go far, so we black people we don't get, they'll say, waiting they happen, there's something wrong already. And they don't already put us in that stereotype, say they use physical discipline, so with they take raise us backo. So they know say those things must come to play when they raise children. 6 children, 1 they cry for here, 1 is doing this, one we just what's going on, that kind of a thing. So they don't say all those abuse, it can be maybe inevitable in that kind of a situation. So they believe the child. Again, like I said, red flag don't already there. The children pass 3. Even in Canada here, they don't take them lightly. Once children don't pass 3, then the risk, this thing is high. The risk factors are very high there. Then now 6. They need to remove those children. And again, on the financial aspect, it could even cost the government less to take care of those children. Because you know how much the government they pay for those 6 children? You know how much government they pay? Now it's going to cost them less. Maybe they know the eye where they say they look us. So those kids, when I watch that, I say, what a torture. See mama, see the cry, see the pain. Okay, now like in Canada now, for instance, they will say, okay, if the complaint is against the mother, okay, mama, these children, they are not safe in this house with you again. It's either the mom will leave the home, the children will stay with the dad, or the children and dad, they will go another place, but most likely the mom will have to leave away. For the mom to have access to the children, has to be supervised, and the dad have to sign something. Say, okay, these children, if we not go remove and this mama leave home. Now, so they resolve those kind of things here in Canada when there are two parents involved. Except maybe the child thought say the two parents that they fight every day. Then let me say the children, they're not safe with any of them again. Again, if I want to look it from a child protection perspective, these people, they might have their reasons. Because I don't know which government can be so callous, like just one report, they will just go and say, hey, now don't start. No, not be like that. I'm sure they followed something, but again, for them not to have, put in the appropriate resources or diplomacy to the point when the parents come to an acceptance before they remove those children, they fail in that aspect, because they get the training to be able to intervene in such a way that the parents will understand the reason. You understand why those children are being removed, and they're not going to do that display when they display. They couldn't do that, so it's a failure. But on the other, child protection aspect, no authorities will just come on one report. Perhaps these parents, they saw it coming, but they ignored. Perhaps those threatening situations to these children on in that family are really in existence. Perhaps they've been warned before. Perhaps the two parents get issues that makes those children not safe in the house anymore. Because normally, if now one parent, then the children are supposed to stay with the other parent that is not considered to be at risk. So I don't get it. So I just bring it up here for us to see both ways. I know majority of us seeing that video will be like, hey, France authorities, so they are this, so they are that. So perhaps they did their due diligence to make sure that those situations are averted. The parents, they ignored, they continued. But again, I fault them in that aspect where they could not, treat the case to the point where the parents will come to full acceptance of what happened and try to proceed with getting their children back by doing the right thing. I blame them for that, because how police and how am I going to drag for waiting now? Where's the authority? I'm saying I don't lose an authority like that. I blame them for that. But on the other part, you in the get 6 children in a foreign land. You don't say you should be ready. As they collect benefit, they collect money, they spend. We don't know within that 7 years could talk. So please, children, they are blessings from God. I'm not against it. But as we are having those children, we will not feel say, okay, the money they come now for ourselves. You will see some people that they collect benefit. There are some people go dress clean from head to toe. But when you see the children, you not go feel believing that they are picking. They don't like them like that. Take care of your children as you are getting those benefits. Take care of them as well. Because now, I don't want to call them government property, but government is paying you to support them. Okay. And if you have received some warnings, or the school have called you, or authorities have called you, make you know say it their record. Even though una laugh over it, they warned you, it's record. And any single call that is made to you about your children is being recorded. And anything that happens, they are going to refer to, okay, they don't fair call you for this, they don't fair call you for this, they don't fair call you for this. And most importantly, parents, let's be very careful what we do in the presence of our children. Where they don't feel leave these children for one of the parents. I'm saying a single mother now, if not single mother now, they will carry children in the access of next of kin. But this one now papa and mama in their presence, that they remove the children. There's something fishy that is not, known to us. But no matter what it is, I pray that this family, do the right thing and get these kids back as soon as possible before we will hear stories that touch the hearts. Yeah, I just want to leave it here today. Children are fully back in school now. Let's pay attention to the children. Let's speak with them. Let's ask them questions. Let's engage them. And most importantly, let them know family business stays at home. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.